Thibaut Courtois at Real Madrid. One or two issues right now, and who knows if he's going to play this weekend as first meets second in La Liga as Real Madrid take on Granada. Let's see if the goalkeepers union come out in support of the big Belgian. Shaka, Hislop.
I think Zidane has a huge question to answer here, and ultimately I'm not quite sure which way he goes for a couple of reasons. One, I don't believe this anxiety rumour that started to swirl after he was substituted at half-time against Brugge. There's nothing that happened in the first 45 that would suggest as much. And especially given the fact that finally Courtois is keeping clean sheets for Real Madrid, or had been up until that point, kept a couple his first two, or was it three, since February, I believe, for Real Madrid. Now is not the time to be getting news. Now is the time to be as comfortable and as confident as ever, since an uncertain time at Real Madrid. But now you have Areola who comes in, and yes, he comes in at half-time, and you can make what you like of it. But if I'm coming into that position and I don't concede in the second half, I'm thinking I've got a chance here. I've got a chance of playing. So, which is why I'm not sure which way Zidane goes, because as far as the goalkeeping department is concerned, I'm a bit confused by Zidane's decisions. Came in, Keylor Navas wins 3 Champions Leagues under Zinedine Zidane. I don't think Thibaut Courtois, ever since his arrival, has been that impressive.
So you thought Navas was a better option?
Yes, without question. Listen, we can discuss just pure goalkeeping and who's the more talented between the two, right? But there's no question that as far as Real Madrid goes, Keylor Navas was by far the better option. Now, would Keylor Navas have been as good with Atletico Madrid or Chelsea as Courtois? That's a separate discussion. But what is beyond doubt is that as far as Real Madrid goes, Keylor Navas was a perfect fit for that team.
They were kind of pushed into playing Courtois with the chase and how long it took to finally get him. You're not doing all that and then not playing him.
Yeah, but that was Zidane had nothing to do with that.
No, I get that.
And if Zidane comes back into that position, you imagine that he's telling Florentino Perez, I'm picking who I want. I don't care who you went after. I don't care who cost what. These are the things. These are the players I want. And he hands him a sheet with some names. These are the players that I'm playing. So that's Zidane's decision to let Keylor Navas go, or a huge lack of foresight, which I don't believe Zidane had in coming into. He knows Keylor Navas.
Yeah. I want to approach the quote, the official statement that Real Madrid put out regarding these reports about anxiety. Now, you can read it for yourself here. The point I want to make, from a journalistic standpoint, do we, as journalists, and I include everyone in here, because we're in the media and people are watching this, do we have to be more careful? Should we be more careful in throwing words about anxiety and various other things? Because we're no experts. We don't know. Now, as it turns out, Real Madrid are saying it's gastroenteritis. Fine, we take them at their word. But for someone, I think it's lazy journalism to an extent, but it's also dangerous journalism. And there should be more accountability for people that band about things like, oh, he's got anxiety issues. Because that could be a nonsense.
Listen, I totally agree with you. I think the challenge for journalists nowadays is in dealing with social media. And I'm not saying you don't have to join in the race to be first, but when somebody puts something out, regardless of who it is, some random person puts something out, and it snowballs as this speculation did. As a journalist, you have to at least address it, one way or the other, and that's the trouble. You then get caught up in that swirl of information, and a lot of it negative. You lose track of where it originated, and I think it kind of paints everybody into a corner. And as a result, you have Real Madrid having to put out statements like this, which I don't think, to the real journalists out there who back their work, I don't think you can tar them with that brush because they are having to answer or deal with a rumor that's been put out and they are being asked to address.
But how much time now is being spent trying to get to the source of the problem, or the source, of the story, and then realise, I know we talk about fake news, and it's getting to the stage where if I'm Thibaut Courtois, and now there's a statement from Real Madrid that they have to put out to address this. This is getting a bit of a nonsense. It becomes personal.
It does. And the only people who can address that quickly, again, is that those journalists who have Thibaut Courtois' phone number or Zidane's phone number.
It's the old-fashioned way.
And that's a limited few. And then, again, you put that out there. A journalist calls Courtois and says, what's wrong? Oh, I've got gastro. He puts that out there. Then the response is, and this is social media in today's world, is, well, he's a pro-Courtois journalist. So you can't believe anything he says. I don't know. I'm just telling you my experience of social media and how it reacts. That is the challenge in today's journalistic world.
And it's right to say I don't know, because just to end with, as you say, I think it's an important point. Be right. Don't necessarily be first. And one of the best pieces of information I get, just to get people out of trouble, save draft.
Okay.
Just say if you're not sure about a tweet.
Oh no, I understand. I had no idea what you're talking about.
Just save draft. Just do some digging, and then see what you get to. Because otherwise, you get statements like this from Real Madrid, which ultimately are what are you laughing at? Totally unnecessary. Okay.
Save draft.
That's it's lesson over from teachers.
Remember
Hislop and Dawson.
No, I don't. You could claim that all to yourself.
Okay. You're welcome.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.